Good morning everyone and welcome to today's Prima Advanced User Forum. My name is Emma and I will be your host today. We have Chris on the live chat and then at the end of the forum I'll open up the floor for any questions. So this forum is going to focus on delivery codes, costs and charges. We're going to look at how to set up delivery codes in admin and then how you would use them. We'll look at how to manually enter delivery codes, delivery costs and charges into various areas of Prima. And then we'll look at a brand new exciting integration that we have with third-party delivery services, Solving Maze and ShipStation. So first we'll look at how we're going to set up our delivery codes and then how to apply them against customer locations. You could use the delivery code as a preset of delivery charges and costs so that you can charge a standard delivery fee to many sales orders and record a standard delivery cost on a regular basis. So to set up your delivery code, you're going to come into admin and then general and then delivery charges. So you've got two options. You can either create a brand new delivery code or you can double click into an existing one and make any amendments. Once a delivery code is created, it can't be removed. So if you don't want to end up with a long list of them, a long list of codes that are no longer being used, you may find that it's best just to amend an old one. So we'll look at this one. Okay, so first you need to give it a name. So this is going to be something that's recognizable to everyone within your sales team. I've just called this one forum delivery so that we all know which one we're talking about. Then you need to give it a charge value. So this is going to be a set amount of money that you're going to charge the customer for delivery. So if you want to charge them $10 for every delivery, you would just enter 10 in here. Then you have a standard charge margin. So instead of a set amount of money, you can charge the customer based on a margin of the order total. So for example, if you wanted to charge them 10% of the total cost of the total sell price of the sales order as their delivery charge, you would just enter 10 in here. You can only use one or the other. So if you were going to use a margin, you would have to set the value at 0 or vice versa. Next, you have your cost value. So this is a set amount of money that you'd want to record as the cost of the delivery to you. So for example, if it's going to cost you $5 to deliver the sales order, you would just enter 5 in here. The customer will not see this amount. Then you have a cost margin. So instead of a set delivery cost, you can record a margin amount for your delivery cost. So for example, if you want to record 5% of the total sell price of the sales order as your delivery cost, you would just enter 5 in here. Again, as above, you can only use one or the other. So if you're using a value, leave your margin at 0 and vice versa. Then you've got free delivery. So this is the amount the customer has to purchase in order to get the delivery charge to be free. So if you've got this set as 100, as soon as the customer orders $100 worth of product on a sales order, the delivery fee would be set to 0. If you don't want to offer a free delivery amount, then you could just put 0 in here. Next, we have a special value and a special cost. So that you might find that you have a set number of products that you have a shipping type set as special delivery. These are generally larger, bulkier items, such as furniture. So obviously they cost you that little bit more to deliver. So instead of your customer being charged the standard charge value of $10, you can increase that to 20. So each time a customer places an order for one of them larger, bulkier items, it would automatically set to 20 if you have a setting applied, which I'll show you in a moment. Then you've got special cost, again, because it's that little bit more expensive to deliver. Then you could set a higher special cost. And the same with free delivery. So in order for the customer to get free delivery of those special delivery items, you could enter an amount in here. So for as soon as they spend over $150 for one of those special delivery items, then they would get the delivery charge set to 0. Next, we have option type. So we would generally recommend that you set it as both apply. because what this does is it looks at both the standard and the special values that you've entered. So if you set it so to both apply, if the customer orders a special, an item that has special delivery set, it will then obviously know which value to use. You've also got the third-party delivery option. So this may be used to pull the delivery cost of a third-party service, such as Solving Maze, which we'll look at in a minute. But as I say, we generally always recommend that you set it at both. Then you have tax code. So this determines whether the customer is going to be charged taxed or not, whether the delivery charge will be charged taxed or not. We would recommend setting it to standard rate if you do want to charge tax, and then exempt transactions if you don't want to add any tax. Next, we have department. So this field is only used when you have multiple departments within your company structure. We always recommend setting it to office. If we'd always, just recommend getting that set to office. And then once you're ready, just go ahead and hit save and close. So next what we'll do is we'll have a look at how we're going to set these delivery codes against a customer location. So if we go into a location here. So every time a sales order is pulled through for this location, if the delivery charge and cost that we've just set in admin, if you set the delivery charge and cost that we've just set in admin would be used against that sales order. So we have a shipping charge over here. If we look in this drop down here, there's all those delivery codes that we've created. There's the one that we've just created now. So you'd select that and then hit save. So as I say, each time this company places an order against this location, the sales order would automatically default to that delivery charge and cost. If you have a number of different locations that you would like to set that delivery code against, say for instance your business group, you have a certain business group and you want every location in that business group to have this delivery code, you can update them en masse using the locations grid manager. You don't have to go in and do them one by one. Okay, so we'll have a quick look at a sales order now. So you'll see this is the company that we've just set that delivery code against and the location, and you'll see it's automatically pulled through that delivery code that was in admin and set the delivery charge at $10 as I asked it to. If you want to offer them a promotion today and you're going to offer them half price delivery, you can amend that sell price. And if you come over to the header details tab, if, for instance, you have a company that doesn't have a location charge set against it and you want to manually enter delivery codes, delivery costs and charges, then you would simply hit no location charge and then hit save. And then you've got your fields over here. So this field here, this is how much you're going to charge your customer for delivery. So we're going to offer them $5 today. And then this is your delivery cost, so how much it's going to cost you for the delivery. And then hit save. So while we're in this sales order, what we'll also do is we'll have a look at a new third-party integration service that is available, Solving Maze. So if you've purchased Solving Maze within a sales order, what you can do is you can get Solving Maze to give you a tailored delivery quote based on the product weights and dimensions on this sales order. So in order to use Solving Maze, you're going to come back over to your delivery code and then hit third party delivery and then save. And then you'll see over here, we have our delivery quote button. If we press this, what Solving Maze will do is it'll give you a list of different couriers and rates available for delivery of this order. It will automatically default to the cheapest, but you can select any out of the list. Once you've selected, just highlight whichever one you want and then hit OK. And you'll see it'll automatically populate your charge and cost fields over here for you. Okay, next, well, looking at our third-party integrations, we'll have a look at a dispatch note. Okay, so now we're going to have a look at ShipStation. So ShipStation allows you to find the best courier for each of your orders based on containers and the number of packages on an order. It also allows you to generate your labels for UPS and FedEx. And if you've got the system key set, it'll write back the accurate delivery cost to a sales order and a sales invoice. So to send your dispatch notes to ShipStation, you would hit this button here, send to shipping service. And then once it's confirmed, Prima will pull back all the tracking information and put it in here for you, all tracking info. And here you'll find the tracking reference, any tracking notes, and which carrier is being used. Both Solving Maze and ShipStation are standalone products, so they would need to be purchased separately. If you've already purchased either of them and you want to set them to work alongside Prima, then just give us a call and we can get that set up for you. Okay, so now we'll take a look at a purchase order. So if you haven't set a delivery cost in a sales order, the delivery cost, if you've got your system key set, a delivery cost may be pulled back from a purchase order instead. So if your purchase order was an EDI order, the delivery cost may come from the vendor when they send their acknowledgement back. Or if it was a non-EDI order, the delivery cost could be manually entered into the purchase order in this field here. You need to ensure you have this blue box ticked as well, otherwise you can't edit it. Or what you can also do is set a default cost or margin against your different supplier delivery types. So for example, you may want to have all your standard ascendant orders set to a default cost or margin. So to do that, you would need to go into your vendor record. So we'll go to ascendant. So you've got your supplier delivery codes here. They're similar to the ones in admin, but these ones are for your supplier. We're going to have a look at the standard deliveries. So here we have a standard delivery at the moment for Ascendant, has a default delivery charge of $30, unless you were to spend over $20 and then you would receive the delivery for free. Or instead of having a delivery charge set, you could have a margin set, say of 5%. So if you enter a margin of 5%, your delivery cost would be 5% margin of the order, unless you were to spend over $20 and then the delivery would be free. Or what you can also do, you could tick this box over here, use del charge or margin. So you would have your standard charge of $30. However, this time, if you were to spend over $20, instead of getting the delivery for free, they would be charged 5% margin of the order total instead of the order delivery charge, sorry, not the order total, of the delivery charge. Okay. And then finally, we'll take a look at a sales invoice. So as requested in the latest version of Prima, you'll see that we now have a delivery cost field as well as a delivery charge field included in the header of the sales invoice. So this just helps you keep up to date with your figures, helps you, just keeps everything that little bit tidier. I know a few people have asked for it. Okay, so that concludes today's forum. Thank you everyone for listening. I'll now open up the floor for any questions.